So, hi everyone, my name is Yaga. I hope you're having a lovely evening. I'm just going to give a quick introduction on myself before I tell you all about the Early Childhood Education course, so you can get to know me a little bit better. So, my name is Yaga, and I'm 20 years old. I've just started my second semester of third year in early childhood education. I am an early childhood educator myself in Cocoon Childcare and currently on student exchange in Norway, which I will explain later. Now, all you gotta do is sit back, relax, and get to learn all about early childhood education and college life. Now, before we get into the heavy stuff, what you need to know is that this course provides a great balance between your hobbies and academic work. Therefore, although you have 7 modules and assignments, you still get to enjoy university life, which is indeed a big, but it's certainly an exciting change from secondary school, I'll tell you that. When I'm not studying, I love to indulge in my favorite hobbies, which are listed below, including spirituality, video making, dancing, and most importantly, traveling. Here's where Ryanair comes in handy. My hobbies provide the perfect balance and allow me to be mindful about classes and assignments. During my 2 years of DCU, I've gotten the opportunity to participate in some amazing events and experiences. One of my favorite memories is protesting for early for early intervention services for children on November 2021. The government were giving early childhood providers very little funding for early intervention, which refers to the support for very young children who are at high risk of child abuse or neglect, and children with developmental delays or disabilities. It was a powerful movement it was a powerful moment and movement to come together with others who are also passionate about improving the lives of children. Another highlight was planting daffodils with my classmates. Now, you're probably thinking, why did we randomly plant daffodils? That's the thing about the course. Our amazing lecturers care for our mental health, providing fun and relaxation activities as well. Grania McKenna, who is one of our amazing lecturers, decided to bring us out one day just to plant them for the future incoming year. This activity was inspired by the lovely quote, "To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow." DCU at St. Patrick's Teachers Campus organises plenty of parties, which I didn't attend yet, but I have heard some awesome memories about them. Hopefully, you do experience them one day. You should let me know how it goes. We also visited the Ballymun Discovery Centre, during which we learned a lot about important topics like sustainability. They link into one of the modules, which allowed us to basically design our own inclusive and sustainable preschool. Pretty fun for an assignment, right? We also made some toys out of recycled materials and learned that they use the stuff we flush down the toilet to grow fruit and vegetables there, which is interesting, but it was a really informative and fun trip after all. Inspired by that trip, a few people in my class decided to set up a clothes swap shop, for which we all came together and donated our old clothes. You could basically come and swap old clothes for something someone else brought or left, or leave a small donation to the Jack and Jill Foundation instead. And of course, there was hot chocolate and biscuits to keep us all happy. Another thing we did together was the shoebox appeal, which I'm sure a lot of you know from primary schools. But if you don't, we all got put into groups and got a shoebox. We filled it with toys, clothes, sweets, etc., and they got sent to parts of Africa to young children who might not get presents this year. It felt really great and heartwarming to give to people in need. The last thing I'll mention is our Coombe Hospital appeal. We were encouraged by our lecturers to go out with a maximum of €10 budget and get some things for babies like nappies and clothes. We donated all of this to the mothers and babies in the Coombe Hospital. So, social events. There's what's called a students' union in DCU who work together to provide resources and support for the students. They also host a range of events throughout the year, like for example, had bouncy castles and a small animal farm on St. Patrick's Teachers Campus last year. They do quizzes and even a Christmas ball. Yes, we got to pet cute animals. It's great. These events allowed me to connect with my peers and have some fun outside of my studies as well. When I was around your age, I heard about this course, and I was always wondering what it's like to go to the teacher's staff room in school. I always enjoyed playing and taking care of children and my little cousins. One of the ways to find out if you like to become a teacher is asking yourself whether you enjoyed being the team captain in sport games or the leader in your primary school games or even your secondary school projects. Personally, I knew I wanted to work with younger children, but I wasn't sure whether I wanted to become an early childhood educator, primary school teacher, or child psychologist. This course allows various opportunities to discover all of these options and more, which I will expand on soon. Also, um, obviously, you're going to get to know what it's like to be in a teacher staff room. Now, a quick slide on the important things. The BEC degree is a 4-year undergraduate course that combines theory with practical learning. You learn applied skills through workshops, seminars, and independent group study. You'll also put your knowledge into practice during animal work placements. Therefore, not only will you gain a deep understanding of theory, but you'll also have an opportunity to apply the knowledge in real life situations. Think of it as a learning for the theory test, and then 4 months later, starting your driving lessons with the best tutors, obviously. The course topics range from child development, play, legal frameworks, nutrition, music, drama, technology, art, well-being, special educational needs, and curriculum planning. There's a lot more, but I won't list them because we don't have enough time. One of the coolest modules I've taken so far is art, where we learned how to use different techniques to encourage children learning through play. I also really enjoyed the child development module. It's the perfect one for psychology lovers, which allows you to gain an insight into a child's development, mind, and behavior. To be eligible for the BEC course, you need to have at least 2 H5s and 4 O6s, H7s grades in your leaving subjects, including Irish, English, and mathematics. Alternatively, you can apply based on your other qualifications such as QQI, FETAC, Level 5, or 6 awards. If you love being around children and can't imagine yourself doing anything else, then early childhood education could be the perfect course for you. You'll learn how to help children grow and develop all sorts of ways, from learning to read, to play with others, and to talk. Not to mention, you'll also get a chance to dance and sing with the children at work. I don't know about you, but it sounds like a great job to me. If you don't know, the first 5 years of a child's life are crucial for their development, even more important than adolescent years. That's why early childhood education is so important. By learning how to work with young children, you'll be helping to give them the best start in life and set them up for a fun and enjoyable future. During my time in the early childhood education course, I have had the opportunity to complete 2 different placements, which have been a great way to get hands-on experience in the field. Placement is basically work experience in an early childhood setting. It takes place in the second semester each year, so between January and March. Placement is a great way to get a feel for what working life is like after the course. Some fun tips are to observe and note down as much play types the children are playing in as you can. You'll get to make plans for activities and get to know the children. The best thing about it is it allows you to feel like a child again. No, that's amazing. Well, sorry. So overall, my experience on this course and at DCU have been incredible so far. The lecturers are very knowledgeable and easy to approach. Not to mention top-notch support from the BECE team. But I'm sure all you wanted to hear about is life outside of our lectures too. Society's clubs range from film, multimedia, dance, boxing, camping, karting, anime, you name it. You can look these up on the DCU website anyways. Each one has a committee of students which run it each year. So if you are interested in the club, you can always come and try it out. Okay, guys. So it's been 10 minutes. So I really hope you enjoyed this presentation. And I would love if you have any questions, you can just send them in chat there and I'll answer as much as I can. Any question. There's no silly questions, by the way. We have about 5 minutes for questions. And if no one has any questions, just to let you know, we have 3 campuses, and one of them, it's called All Hallows. It literally looks like the Harry Potter school, which for the Harry Potter lovers, I think is great. Just to let you know, it's my favorite fun fact about DCU. There's a question in the chat. Sorry, let me see. I'm really sorry. I know there's a question, but I cannot see it for some reason. How does assessment work? Okay, so assessments. Well, the year I'm in, we had since it was COVID, we had assignments. So assignments are 1,500 up to 1,500 word essays, which you get readings and you research very quality websites, blogs, and books, and then you get information in your lectures. So it's like a class. You get go to classes and then you write your essays based up on your knowledge, and that is how you get assessed. There's also quizzes, so it's like a test, but it's nicer because you can get multiple question choices and you answer them based on your knowledge as well. You can also have exams. I didn't have exams, but I will have exams next year. Um, and it's just like a basic exam, like in your leaving cert. Um, but obviously, it's slightly different in college, but that is how it works. So that's why you gotta love reading and writing, because there is so much reading in this course. I personally love reading. So if you love reading, you're gonna love this course because there is so much reading in it. And I think that's great. Any other questions? This is just the rest. That is on the website. Okay, so professional practice is placement, and so you get to be in first year you get to be put in a creche or a Montessori, so that's specifically for younger children, and then there is preschool places as well. Sometimes it's mixed, sometimes you have all ages, sometimes you specifically are focusing on the younger children, sometimes you have places where there's after schoolers, and that's a little bit older, that can go up to like 9 years old, 8 years old. So I've been in all sorts of childcare places, and what you do is you observe children, and you work with a mentor, and the mentor guides you through they show you how like they show you all these tips, and they guide you through how to do observations, how to interact with the children, how to approach them. You get to help out in a creche, and you get to learn how it is when you're working in an actual job. You get to learn a lot. I personally loved playing with the children and giving them hugs, because that it's just really cute, and you get to like realize which you kind of get to slowly realize which part of pedagogy you want to focus on. um like personally, I love psychology, so I love to work with the children's mind and to get to read as much books about it. Then you gain more knowledge, and then you can focus in on, in like third year, you get to kind of choose your placement, so you choose where you go. You can also work in an ASD unit, so that's for autism. And there's primary, you can also obviously do primary school teaching at the end of when you complete our course, you can move on to primary teaching to do a master's. So that is professional practice, and it's great because it's fun. And you get to work on your confidence, because every experience just expands our confidence and our comfort zone. And if there is no other questions, I really hope you enjoyed the presentation. And you can email me, or you can email the email just listed there. Okay, guys. Well, no more questions, and I hope you enjoy your evening. And maybe I'll see you on campus next year. So once again, have a great evening.